Two companies spent a full year suing each other over billions of dollars in XRP in 3 different courts. Then one day, total silence. All cases dropped. Terms confidential. 88 days later, the company that started the lawsuit launches brand new settlement software. The very first cryptocurrency it integrates, the only one ready and demonstrated at launch, is XRP. That exact same settlement engine is now part of the toolkit for DTCC's Project Ion, the biggest live blockchain equity settlement system on Wall Street. This is XRPFlr, Investigated Theories. We don't do rumors, we do receipts. Keep watching. The evidence trail is 100% public, and it all points the same direction. Hey there, this is XRPFlr Investigated Theories. We talk plain, like kids swapping baseball cards. No secret handshakes, just court filings, official announcements, open source code, and conference footage you can pull up yourself. Last episode, we looked at Larry Fink and Elon Musk both giving the exact same careful answer about XRP. Today, we go back to the biggest public fight in enterprise blockchain history and follow exactly what happened after the truce. Let's start with the war, all straight from court dockets. September 2016. Ripple and R3 sign a big partnership. R3 gets an option to buy up to 5 billion XRP at $0.0085 each anytime before September 2019. In return, R3 is supposed to bring banks to Ripple. By 2017, the deal is dead. Ripple says R3 never delivered a single bank. R3 says Ripple can't just cancel the option. September 2017. R3 sues Ripple in Delaware and New York. Ripple countersues in California. The fight is loud and public. 1 year later, September 10th, 2018, short joint press release. All outstanding litigation between the parties has been settled. Terms confidential. Everyone thinks that's the end of the story. 88 days later, December 5th, 2018, R3 announces something called Corda Settler. Exact words from R3's official blog and press release that day. The deployment of the Corda Settler and its support for XRP as the first settlement mechanism. Richard Gendel Brown, R3's chief technology officer, writes in the same post, "The deployment of the Corda Settler and its support for XRP as the first settlement mechanism is an important step in showing how the powerful ecosystems cultivated by two of the world's most influential crypto and blockchain communities can work together." He adds, "While the settler will be open to all forms of crypto and traditional assets, this demonstration with XRP is the next logical step." At launch, XRP is the only cryptocurrency fully integrated and shown working. R3 even dropped a live demo video. Party A on Corda requests payment in XRP. Party B sends real XRP on the XRP ledger. The Corda Oracle sees the transaction confirm in seconds and cryptographically proves it, then automatically marks the Corda obligation settled. That demo is still up on R3's own channels today. The open source code is still on GitHub under Corda Settler, and the XRP integration files are still right there in the repository. The code has never been removed or disabled. Fast forward to right now, November 20th, 2025. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, DTCC, settles almost every stock trade in America. We're talking quadrillions of dollars a year. In 2022, DTCC picked R3 Corda to run Project Ion, their live distributed ledger equity settlement system. August 2022, DTCC announces Project Ion is already live in parallel production, processing over 100,000 real equity transactions per day alongside the old system. Peak days hit 160,000 transactions. Project Ion is still running today the exact same way, in parallel with the classic system as the official record of truth. No public updates since 2022 say they switched away from Corda. DTCC's own website and reports still describe it as a Corda-based platform. Corda Settler, the same open-source app that launched with XRP in 2018, is still part of the Corda toolkit. It's built for the exact moment two parties on Corda need final, irrevocable settlement. You trigger Settler. You pick a rail that gives cryptographic proof, the oracle checks it, and the Corda side flips to settled. XRP still works perfectly. No changes needed. The code is literally sitting there waiting. And here's the fresh piece that ties it all together. Just 2 weeks ago, on November 4th, 2025, Ripple Swell opened in New York City. The opening fireside chat was NASDAQ Chair and Chief Executive Officer Adena Friedman sitting on stage with Ripple President Monica Long. Adena Friedman spent the session talking about how tokenization and blockchain settlement will unlock trillions in value, how instant finality changes everything for capital markets, and how NASDAQ is building the next generation of markets on blockchain rails. The head of NASDAQ, whose trades ultimately settled through DTCC's Project Ion on R3 Corda, opening Ripple Swell and praising instant blockchain settlement, is another public data point in the chain. Now stack the evidence like cards. 1. Ripple and R3 fight publicly over XRP for a year. 2. September 10, 2018, confidential settlement. 3. December 5, 2018, R3 launches Corda Settler with XRP as the first and only demonstrated settlement rail. R3's own CTO calls it the next logical step. 4. 2022, DTCC chooses R3 Corda for Project Ion, live today in parallel production, settling real equities. 5. Corda Settler, still in the open-source codebase, XRP integration untouched and fully functional. 6. November 4th, 2025. NASDAQ CEO keynotes. Ripple Swell praising instant blockchain settlement and tokenization. 6 public pieces. No missing links. No, trust me, bro. When the biggest post-trade institution on Earth needed a battle-tested DLT with a ready-to-go cryptographic settlement engine, they landed on the one that already shipped with XRP as the original example. Your job as a detective is easy. Watch DTCC reports, R3 release notes, Corda GitHub, and NASDAQ announcements. The day Project Ion or any major Corda network flips the switch on real crypto finality at scale, the code is already there, and we know which asset it was written for first. This is XRPFlr investigated theories. Decoding the rails, one verified document at a time. Smash subscribe if you want receipts only, no fairy tales. Drop a comment right now. Did you know Corda Settler's original 2018 demo still shows XRP settling in seconds? Like this video and share it with one friend who still thinks Ripple and R3 are enemies. Next episode, we examine Ripple's brand new publicly traded treasury company, Evernorth, the one raising over $1 billion to become the world's largest institutional XRP holder, and why public filings and announcements show it already plans to earn yield on FLR by wrapping and delegating XRP for F assets and FTSO rewards. Thanks for joining the case. Stay curious, stay holding. We explore the rails that lead to the future. See you in the next episode.